Hi, I'm Angela Wolf, and today I'm going to show you how to put darts in the front of a shirt. For a woman, many of us love these shirts. A jean shirt, a simple shirt like this to wear during the summer, something comfortable. But if you're going to button it down, sometimes it's not real flattering. So I'm going to give you a little tip here how to do this. So we're going to put two little darts down the front of this shirt. Now you start your dart mark about 1 inch below the tip of the bust. You do not want your dart to end right here. It will kind of look like a flashlight. So let's start 1 inch below, and we're going to just pin all the way down. Now, if you have a little bit more in the hips and your shirt kind of goes out like this, you're going to pin in and then out. But for this mannequin, it's straight down. We're going to start on this side, 1 inch below, and do the same thing. See how my pin is kind of angled? Just think of a dart like you do in a pair of pants. You're doing this right on the shirt. Now the important part, which you can check this once your shirt is laying down, is to try to keep this dart right on grain. If your dart goes to the side or someplace else, you need a little bit more as far as structure. If it's right on the grain, you don't have to worry about having your dart all curved. It'll lay nice and flat when you press it. So here we go. If this was all dart, see how nice and fitted that is if you were to wear that closed? So let me show you how easy this is. Down here on this shirt, I have the pinned markings that we just did. This is 1 inch below the bust, and sometimes what I'll do on this shirt, if I can't figure out where to, especially if I'm working on a customer, I might just take a little piece of chalk right across the tip of the bust. So you know there's absolutely no doubt that your dart is not going to finish right here on the point. So on this shirt, down here, here are my pin markings. I'm going to open the shirt, and just using some chalk, this is clay chalk. You could use wax, but clay, it just makes, you can just see it so much better, there's no missing it. Open this hem at the bottom, because if you don't, when you sew it, it's going to be uneven. This won't match up. So open your hem at the bottom, mark your pins, take your pins out of the right side, and we're going to open this back up. Now here's where you can check your grain line. See how my pinned mark kind of angles just a little bit? Well, what I do is I usually measure. I'm going to want this dart in by 1 1/4, 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top, and there's the point. So here's another trick. If your lines don't match up the way you want them to, put this pin right at the point, like that. Find your grain line. There we go. It's a little bit of ways away from these markings. So check the front of the shirt and make sure it's not too close to your buttons, and it's not. So what I'm going to do in this case is move those. I'm pinning the same distance all the way down. And if you need to check and measure, here's 1 inch. So you're going to want, it's about 1 inch, yeah. So you're going to want this about 1/2 inch from the side. So that's a 1 inch total. So there's your new line. And you're going to sew along this line. Now, to not be confused with these yellow markings, I'm going to use a different piece of chalk. Now, when you start sewing from this tip point, do not angle in too far, because you're going to end up with a very large pucker. You want to kind of ease this, just like in pants. Ease that line, okay? But now in this case, my pin's down here, so this is going to be my sewing line. All the way down, okay? So I've already done that for you, and you can see this stitch line here. See how nice that is? See how from about the 1st inch, I only sew in just a little bit, and then angle in and go all the way down? And I've opened up my seam, and you can see here, if I had not opened that, this would not be even at all. So all I would do is trim this evenly. So it evens out, and then just roll this up, press it, and you have a nice even hem. And that is how easy it is to add a little bit of a shape to just a basic jean shirt. I hope you'll try this.